Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Let me tell you, the NFL landscape is always shifting, and right now, there's a buzz around a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the NFC East, and it involves none other than Trey Hendrickson, the standout pass rusher from the Cincinnati Bengals. Sources are whispering that the Commanders are in serious talks to acquire Hendrickson, and if this deal goes through, it could be one of the most impactful moves of the offseason so far. Imagine that, a player who's been recognized as an All-Pro in 2024, ranked among the top 15 PFF pass rushers in 2025, coming to bolster the Commanders' defensive front. Hendrickson isn't just any player. He's a dominant pass rusher with a track record of making quarterbacks uncomfortable, and that's exactly what Washington needs right now. Looking at his career, Hendrickson has accumulated an impressive 52 sacks, 78 quarterback hits, and boasts a pass rush grade of 90. 2 from PFF. That's elite production, folks. In the current season, 2025, he's already putting up some eye-popping numbers. 8 sacks, 15 QB hits, and a PFF grade of 91. For his win rate of 22% and pressures totaling 28 place him among the top edge rushers in the league. And don't forget his EPA per snap of -0. 32, which consistently shows how disruptive he is to opposing offenses. Hendrickson has a legacy of 12-plus sack seasons, and his health has been solid in 2025, with no major injuries to slow him down. When you compare him to some of the best, like Max Crosby of the Raiders, who had 180 pressures in 2023, Hendrickson's bull rush technique and ability to generate pressure make him an elite threat. Now you might be wondering, why would the Bengals consider trading such a valuable player? Well, Cincinnati is facing a bit of a casket of doubts. Their offensive line has struggled, allowing an average of 3-2 sacks per game, which makes them cautious about their future. They've recently extended Higgins, and with Joe Burrow's injury history, the Bengals are shifting focus, not just on rebuilding, but on drafting a quarterback of the future. Plus, they're freeing up around $22 million in cap space post-trade, so they're clearly looking to make strategic moves. The Bengals, in their current state, seem to be in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially with a roster that's trying to find stability after a few disappointing seasons. This trade, if it happens, isn't just about acquiring a good player. It's about signaling a shift in their strategy, prioritizing the draft and cap flexibility over immediate Super Bowl contention. So what does this mean for the Commanders? Well, adding Hendrickson to their roster would be a game changer. Imagine a pass rush that already has some solid pieces, now complemented by someone who can consistently produce double-digit sacks. The projection is that Hendrickson could add at least 10 sacks to Washington's total, significantly boosting their pass rush. And with a more aggressive pass rush, the defense's overall effectiveness improves, especially in third-down situations. It's not just about sacks. Hendrickson's presence on the line would increase the pass rush win rate by approximately 18% when combined with the likes of Daniels. That's a huge boost given that Daniels has an impressive QBR of 88.7 when protected properly. This move could also elevate the run defense. Hendrickson's ability to rush the passer forces offenses to double-team him, which opens up opportunities for other defenders. Plus, with Robinson's run defense now more supported, giving up around 4-6 yards per carry, adding Hendrickson makes the entire front 7 more formidable. Cap-wise, the Commanders are in a decent spot to absorb his contract and still keep their other key players, making this move financially feasible. It's a strategic investment in the defense that could pay dividends down the line, especially as they aim to push for playoff success again. Looking at the bigger picture, Hendrickson's impact on Washington could resemble what Rams' dail Aaron Donald did in 2022, bolstering the pass rush and strengthening the run defense at the same time. This kind of dual threat elevates the entire team, making it harder for opponents to game plan against them. The Commanders, with such a pass rush, could see their odds of making a deep playoff run increase significantly. Currently, their Super Bowl odds are around plus 10, 0, but with Hendrickson's addition, some betting sites might start to see their odds improve to plus 3, 500. That's a substantial jump, reflecting the potential influence of such a player. Now, let's talk about the division. The NFC East has been fiercely competitive, and if the Commanders land Hendrickson, they cement themselves as a team to watch. It shifts the power dynamic, putting more pressure on division rivals like the Cowboys and Eagles. The Cowboys, for instance, have struggled with their offensive line, allowing 2 sacks per game, and the Eagles, while strong, could face more pressure from a Washington defense that's now bolstered with an elite pass rusher. It's all about creating that momentum, that energy that can carry a team through the playoffs. Hendrickson's presence on the edge could be the difference maker in crucial moments, especially in close games where a timely sack or pressure could turn the tide. This move also reflects the bigger plan for the Commanders. They've been building a strong defensive identity over recent seasons, and now, with Hendrickson potentially coming in, they're pushing to be a dynasty on the defensive side of the ball. The combination of young talent, strategic acquisitions, and solid coaching could make Washington a nightmare for offenses in the NFC. They have the pieces to compete, and adding a player of Hendrickson's caliber might just be the final piece to unlock that next level of competitiveness. Of course, nothing is certain until it's official, but the signs are pointing towards a serious interest from Washington. The trade talks are reportedly in advanced stages, and if it happens, it could be announced in the coming days or weeks. The fans are excited, and rightly so. This isn't just any trade, it's a move that could define the franchise for years to come. Imagine the roar of FedEx Field when Hendrickson steps onto the field, ready to bring that relentless pass rush every Sunday. That's the kind of energy and hope this team needs right now, especially as they aim to return to the postseason and beyond. Now, to wrap this up, let me just say that the NFL offseason is always full of surprises, and the Commanders are clearly making a statement with this potential move. They're not content with just being a middle-of-the-road team. They want to be contenders, and they're willing to make bold moves to get there. Hendrickson's addition would send a message to the rest of the league. Washington is here, and they're serious about winning. Fans, this story is still unfolding, but one thing is for sure. If this trade goes through, it's going to be a game changer. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster trade? Do you believe Hendrickson is the perfect piece to push this team over the top? Or do you think the price is too high? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of the team. And remember, I'll be back very soon with more updates, more news, and deeper analysis on everything happening in Washington. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's see how this story develops. The NFL offseason is always unpredictable, but one thing's certain: big things are happening for the Washington Commanders. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Commanders.